back, and Next Level's here to save me. Next Level's been a little bit busy, as you can see. He had a manhandled somebody, so he's got a broken hand now.
Yeah, throw them hands, yo. Throw them hands. Yeah, I've been super.
Throw them bones on this bitch.
Yeah, we've been super busy this month. You know, we talked about this on a couple of our live streams and stuff. I've made a couple posts about not really being around this month. The move started this week, and I fell and freaking broke my wrist. Now, I don't know if, okay, you ever broken a bone before?
My wrist.
You broke your wrist before?
My right hand wrist.
So this is my right hand wrist too.
I also broke it from jumping off a house onto cement.
Well, mine wasn't as stupid, but it pretty much was. I was trying to take out my hair tie while showering, and I fell out the tub. Right? So the joke is, I'm getting too old for this shit now. I'm falling out of bathtubs. I'm gonna break a hip next, like shit. But the good thing is that we got everything moved out of the trucks, and thank God the house has so much storage in the garage, and there's a shed. So we put majority of the stuff in the garage and the shed, and in the rooms, so it's easy to kind of move around where it needs to be. And it's crazy because at first I didn't think it was broken, so I was still trying to use it. And the craziest thing is, you don't have any strength in your hand when you break your wrist. Like, I'm trying to pick shit up. I'm like, what's going on? I can't even like grab bottle caps or like do nothing. And then I'm like, okay, it's swelling up. It's just sprained. You know, a day goes by, the swelling gets bigger. And like, I swear, like all of Preppy Mama's family is like nurses. They're all nurses. They're like, you need to go to the hospital. I'm like, I'm fine. It's fine. It's just swollen. It's sprained. You know, like, I'm a young guy. I just fell. I'm good.
You're good.
So, yeah, it was crazy. I went to the emergency room, and I was like, okay, I'll just go get it checked out. So I was there for like 4 hours. Thank God for Canadian medical stuff, because this was nothing. Didn't cost me a dime. You know what I mean? So it did take 4 hours to get through Emerge. Emerge was like, okay, how did you fall? Because this doesn't look like a typical fall. I'm like, yo, I fell. Like, I don't know what to tell you. They're like, oh, you just got a little fracture. It looks like one of the ligaments just pulled part of the bone off. And I'm like, okay. So like, while they're telling me this, they're putting a cast on my hand. And I'm like, so what's with the cast? And they're like, oh yeah, you got to wear this. And I'm like, so how long? They're like, 6 weeks. I'm like, so you weren't going to tell me that before putting it on my hand? Like,
wow.
But they're like, you got a specialist appointment on Sunday that just passed at another hospital. So I went to that hospital, and they're like, yeah, you don't have a fracture. You broke your wrist. And they pulled up the x-ray, and they showed me the line going right across. The same picture I showed you earlier. And they're like, yeah, you broke your wrist. The only reason that you're like still able to do certain things is because it didn't displace when you broke it. Because you know, when you like it displaces, then they got to re-break it and like set it.
Yeah, they got to set it back in.
Is that what happened to you?
Yeah.
Shit, yo, that's crazy, man. So I'm happy that didn't happen, and that, you know, I got it taken care of. But I'll be wearing this for 6 weeks at least. I got to go every week to see the doctor and to make sure that it's healing okay. But it's crazy. You don't realize how much you use your wrist until you can't. Like simple things from brushing your teeth, right? It's so awkward now trying to brush your teeth with the opposite hand. It doesn't feel the same.
Yeah.
Even like, even like activities that you would do. I'm not going to get too detailed, but activities that you would do, even with your other hand, you don't realize that you balance yourself with this hand, or you stabilize somehow, or it's mind blowing how much this can affect your whole everything. It's nuts.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to learn how to live with this.
I'm glad you're okay, and I'm glad I'm glad you're okay. So that's the most important thing. Be careful. Maybe hire some mountainies to help you move. Oh man, I told you, man. If I can go up there and help, I would go up there and help. But anyway, I was drinking this, showing this to Next Level earlier. Frozen cocktails, Claffy's frozen cocktails. This is a great flavor. My second one. As for this little tiny thing, it's 6%.
So it's like a giant freezy for those of you that listen to the audio.
Yeah, it's like an icy or a freezy otter pop. It's like a really tiny thing. This is a lot of alcohol for what it is. Only 90 calories too. So bottoms up here. Okay. I got something for you. I'm going to share my screen real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Because I know some people are going to be crying about this. And I want to be very clear as possible. We got the streaming tech channel, Rohas Streaming Tech. Plenty of playlists, tablets, TVs, VPNs, troubleshooting projectors, devices, B-Link, Me Cool. Oh, look, Superbox, Formula, Nvidia. If you come up here, we got like past live shows, some popular videos. Ooh, dump your fire. Look at this. It went over 100K in a month. It's getting up there. Devices under $100. This is all your Chinese cheapo devices. I review all of it. Amazon, Nvidia, Formula, Buzz. It's all here. Now, the reason why I wanted to show you that, and I'm going to bring my screen up here in a second, is because when we were gone, or actually when Next Level was gone, I had Lee TV join me. On August 24th, we did the Don't Buy the Superbox, Dragon Box, Monster Box, Jesus Box, whatever it is. It's garbage. And we've had a couple comments, and hopefully we get to share them with you guys. Hopefully we could talk to you guys and share them with you guys. Now, we do have our devices that we use. My Nvidia Shield is my go-to.
Bro, I just tried to lift my chair so I'm the same height as you, and I can't do it, so never mind.
Just don't do it. Just don't do it. What devices are you using? The Fire Cube? Your Fire TV?
To be honest, right now, my main TV has the Buzz 4900 on it. That's what I'm using.
There you go. And you know what? Okay, how do you feel about B-Link?
They're good devices. There's nothing wrong with B-Link, right? It's just B-Link focuses mainly on hardware, banging hardware always, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the software, they kind of leave it up to you as an end user, right? So when I used to use my B-Link devices, all of them, I used to tweak with, launchers and all kind of stuff like that, button mappers and whatever, right? So that's the way that I looked at B-Links. They're great devices, but I would put a little bit more work into the B-Link devices than I would something like the Buzz TVs or Formulas, let's say.
Yeah. Now, I shouldn't even say that. We love the Fire Cube. The Fire Cube is really nice. The 4K Firesticks, really nice. We've even talked about how the Fire Stick Lite is just doing an amazing job with only 1 gig of RAM. So there's a lot of devices that, we talk about and we give it to you exactly how it is. Now, I've reviewed Superbox along with a lot of other YouTubers. And what's interesting is majority of YouTubers, actually, you know what? I could take that back. Every single YouTuber that has reviewed it has said that the specs are outdated. Every single one. There was one YouTuber that was saying how amazing it was. And then after that person, I think, watched our videos and the guys over at the UK. And once he started doing a little bit more research, he made a second video saying like, yes, it is outdated, but a lot of this stuff works pretty well though. So every single YouTuber has said how outdated the Superbox is. Everybody knows that. I wanted to share this because I think it's very important for subscribers to know. It's not that we hate the Superbox. Nxtlvl and I did a live show and we gave the Superbox value. Even though it's expensive as heck, we gave it some value. We're just like, dude, did this thing last like a couple years? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and so I just wanted to share a couple of things because I know Nxtlvl was in here. And there's a couple people that jumped on and put some some comments. So here's the Beyond the Streams. Don't buy the Superbox Dragon Box. So Superbox TV says, well, we supposed watching TV. I don't know what kind of English that is, but I guess they want your TV experience to be as easy as possible is what they're trying to say. So we made it and we'll keep doing this. And I can't believe someone will take the credibility so serious after 2 more years. I think they're talking about when the predecessor of a Superbox actually got in trouble, because that's kind of what I was talking about, how they're using the same old files from something else that got shut down, got sued, and went offline. All those boxes went offline. People forget very, very fast about this stuff.
Yeah, that was Dragon Box.
Yeah, Dragon Box. And then he says, by the way, I really doubt when our customers have issues, we'll send emails to you instead of coming to us. That's very interesting, because if you look at comments from other YouTubers that say, dude, Superbox is great, there's comments in there that says, hey, I've been trying to contact their support team and I get nothing. This box no longer works. I'm trying to return it to get a new one and I'm being ghosted.
Should be called Ghost Box.
Like, yeah, so you know what? Superbox TV on YouTube, wherever you are, we invite you to come on here because we got questions.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, come on. And you know what? Got a better one for you guys. I got a good one for you guys. We've invited people that are experts within the Fire TVs, the Fire TV sticks, Amazon. We've had the people over at Buzz. We've talked about Formula. We've talked about all your guys' competitors, and we've talked to people that actually either worked with them, resell them, or just are experts at what they do. Let's get a representative from Superbox. If we can get a representative from Superbox or Monster Box, if you guys could come on, because when we did the review and we were dissecting it, we found files that was from an old box that got cease and desist letters. They got sued. All those IP addresses that were coming from there, you guys are on a database now. And they shut down that box. So I would love to have a conversation with them to talk about those files that are specifically in that box and why they are using those exact same files. It's kind of like saying, and I'll go deep into this. You remember Gears TV?
Yeah.
Gears TV was just one of the biggest live streaming services out there. It got shut down. What if you find another service out there that comes out and they're using everything from Gears TV? Everything points to Gears TV. Wouldn't that make you wonder, like, wait a minute, I thought these guys got sued and I thought they shut down. How is somebody else using Gears TV? You know what I'm saying? It'll be questionable. It'll be questionable. So here's some other things. I've got 2 Nvidia Shields. I gave up with all other Android devices. Years now, the Shield gets regular updates. Good to go. We love the Shield. The Shield's my main go-to. I bought it. Pixie 94 saying I bought it. Highly recommended. I think Pixie, was it Pixie that made another? No, Pixie wasn't. Oh, yes, it was.
This had to be posted on one of their forums or something.
Yeah, they posted this on their forums to get traffic. Katarina says, everything you can imagine on TV, you have it here, worldwide channels, blah, 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 without the annoying monthly payments, all in the box. Cool. Hey, if it works, great. Craig, one of our regular subscribers, he always comes on, says hello. He likes it. He also has an Nvidia Shield. He's got other devices. He's got the 4K Fire Stick, Buzz TV. He's got Apple TV. everything works great. DB66 says, thanks for the info. Jasmine says, don't listen to him. I can show you real proof. I made an order for my family in the US, several Monster Box devices, no problem at all. And then check this out. He is just a hater. And don't forget his channel on YouTube already shut down in the past. Wink, wink. Trying to throw shots. And then the last name is Fadge, what?
Fadge Kid?
I'm just going to leave it at there. And it's funny because down here, she posted in the comments, says, your video is complete garbage. I purchased it from parents, blah, 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 saying the same exact thing. But this is what has been trending. We're just telling you guys exactly what's been going on. Now, Donald D. Nice, we know he's got him. He says he likes him. GoPro Donnie, YouTube's a crazy place. Yeah, with all these crazy comments. There is, okay, I got to show this one because this is funny. John Johnson said, I made order of Buzz TV and it is crap. Yeah, nice English. If you compare it with Monster Box or other, Buzz TV is complete garbage, and I can write tons of reasons. So D-Tech Vinny says, Buzz boxes are good. John Johnson then says complete garbage if you compare it with the Monster Box, for example. What do you mean, for example?
That's not really an example.
Yeah, that's not leaving an example. So D-Tech says, okay, why is the Monster Box better? I have bucks, no problems. I can do anything I want with it. No response. No response from the guy. So we're not promoting anything here at all. We are just sharing the information. And if I think Monster Box was one of the comments, and they deleted their own comment. It's okay. I took a screenshot of you guys too. But Monster Box and Superbox, if you guys want to come on here and have a conversation with us, and we love to be techie, we would love, we've reviewed your guys' stuff before, and would love to have you on the show and have a conversation about some of these files that are in there. Just
at the end of the day, it's like we're not really hating on your stuff. We're just giving valid reasons as to why we personally choose not to use them, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's up to the end user, the consumer, to decide what they want to purchase, right? There's lots of information that dissuade people both ways, one way or the other. Right. We've even, like Roha said, done a whole episode kind of justifying how you can get your money's worth out of a box like this. But if you start out the gate with specs that are coming from 2-3 years ago, and the only way to really get your money's worth out of it is to have the box last 6 months to 18 months, it's hit and miss. Some people will say, hey, it works great for me. Some people might say, where's your customer service at? So,
yep. And you know what?
Yeah.
One thing I have to add, I don't get paid. They don't send me money when I make the videos. And I've had a lot of people tell me, why don't you ask money up front before you make the video? Because they have a marketing team and they want people to review their stuff. So why don't you ask money? It's not like I never got money from Buzz, from Formula, from Amazon. They send me their stuff. I do my research. I ask a couple questions, and then I tell them, sure, please send me some extra products so I could give them away to my subscribers. And Superbox, they sent me, like a dozen of their things. I have all the video proof to show it too. All the video proof from my old channel. I got every single clip. I can make a montage on it. We did a massive giveaway at the end of last year for Christmas. I was giving these super boxes. Yeah, remember that? Yeah. It was like almost 10 G's worth of products that I had.
Yeah.
That we were just giving away. We were on for hours. And we hooked people up. Like, that's my biggest thing. Give me extra product because I want to help everybody out there who's listening. And if you can get it for free, hey, let me try to get them for you guys. And then we'll do some kind of raffle or drawing or some kind of membership thing that you guys can get some stuff. And I'm right now racking it in. I know it's really, really hard to see like everything that's in here, but I'm racking it in so that way we could do a crazy freaking blow it out again at the end of the year. We'll see. We'll see. There's a lot of people hitting me up with stuff. They're like, dude, I'll pay for it now. I'm like, okay. But we're just at the end of the day, we've never taken payment. Like we've always done these reviews honest. We use apps like Ida64. It's the trusted app to put on an Android device so you could actually see what's there. And you could go to the channel, Rohas Streaming Tech, and it'll tell you the specs. The Pro has newer stuff. And if you want to get a little bit further, you might have to use ES Explorer to dig into that device. But we've shown you guys videos on that stuff. Now, most subscribers, I get it. The average Joe doesn't give a shit. They just want to turn it on and make sure it works and you're good to go. The problem with it is you cannot be ignorant. And I'm not calling everybody ignorant. We're just saying, hey, if it actually happens and you get shut down, guess what? We're not saying we told you so. We're giving you the information so you don't be surprised when it happens. That's it.
The likelihood, so again, not throwing shots, but these are a hairline away from being considered a loaded device. Literally, a hairline. Like you see this hair that's sticking out like that. They're that close to being considered a loaded device. When you get these devices, you literally click one button and then it's a loaded device, right? Arguably so, it's going to be that much easier for an operation like this to be shut down versus something like getting a device on your own and setting it up to however you please to do so, right? Again, I'm not throwing shots. I'm saying in this world of streaming where everything's in the gray area, nothing's ever guaranteed. But the closer that you lie to that line, that no man's land where you're not supposed to cross, is the closer you are to being shut down. So I would just say, be careful. A lot of people say, if you're going to go that route of a service, get a month to month. Go that route because if something happens, then you're whatever. We're just trying to lay everything on the table so that you guys have the information so that you are not ignorant of what's happening around you. And that's the truth, right? Like, to be real, the most illegal thing when it comes to these services is what? It's not even the live TV. The most illegal thing with these services is the VOD.
Yep.
And these services come with VOD.
Yep. It's scary. And I know you guys are looking at the title like, oh my gosh, Superbox exposed. What the hell is going on? We're being honest about this, guys. All these services, the biggest thing that they always talk about with all these subpoenas, all these like legal documents, we're not making this shit up, is because of VOD. And speaking of subpoenas, and you guys think some of you guys, there's a few of you guys. I know we had a few comments on here that are just like, and we can tell where it's coming from. It's coming from the Superbox people. Whatever. Some of you guys we know personally, and some of you guys are just like, yeah, we're taking a risk that it works for X amount of time. But I got to share this. And I know for those of you guys who are actually watching the video, you guys are going to be interested in this. For you guys listening, pay attention. We don't make this stuff up, guys. We don't make this stuff up. Check this out. ACE MPA, which if you guys don't know what ACE is the Alliance for Creativity and Entertainment. These guys are in charge of streaming stuff. We just did an episode just recently about ACE shutting down FileLink. We don't know the specifics, but ACE owns FileLink.com.
AndroidAdmin.com.
And AndroidAdmin.com. So what does that say about uplink, file sync, side link, whatever link? Lord knows. We're going to find out very soon. But they are coming hard and they are squeezing the crap out of things. Ace targets pirate sites pulling in 1.3 billion visits per year. Now, just think about that. If you were to make just a penny, just 1 penny per visit, and those visits are worth more than a penny, guys. But if it's just 1 penny, 1.3 on just traffic, think about it. And this is including EasyTV. Some scary stuff here, what's happening. So DMCA subpoena, they're sending stuff over here to websites. They're sending them to specific live streaming services. It is in like 26.5 million visits per month is torrented site easytv.re. Freaking nuts. 8th place in our 2021 report. They're not even number 1. It is insane, man.
I want to say something about this real quick, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people will be talking about, oh, streaming. I'm not throwing anybody under the bus. This is just a conversation that we're having, right? When we say, I'm trying to be so politically correct about this, but you're like, just spit it out. So
straightforward, dude.
Streaming isn't illegal. And I hear this being thrown around so much. Streaming isn't illegal. It's not. You're accessing content that you don't have the rights to access. There's no law for you to really be charged right now, I guess, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's like legal, right? I don't know. So again, just to go with what you're saying there, EasyTV was a torrenting site that was basically for TV shows, right? And some people are saying, oh, if you're just streaming and you're not downloading, you're fine. But I want to bring up a couple examples when people thought they were fine and they weren't. Does anybody remember Showbox?
Mm-hmm.
Showbox pulling their streams from torrents. How many people got letters because they were using Showbox that were streaming off torrents?
Now, you just said individuals were getting letters.
Right.
So that could be anybody. Anybody listening could potentially get a subpoena.
Popcorn Time was another one, right? Mm-hmm. How many times have we seen applications get a funky switchover and you don't really know what's happening behind the scenes with your information, your IP address, where they're pulling the information from, and who's in control of that data, right? At the end of the day, right? We've had this conversation with even Touchstone. We've had this conversation we were talking about the bridge services. The bridge services, they have your IP address. They have the history of what you watch, right? It's like people need to be a little bit more aware of their surroundings, right? So when people go around saying, oh, if you're in, America, or you're in Canada, or you're in North America, you don't need a VPN. Maybe not right now, maybe not today, but you don't know how these applications are giving you these streams. You don't know where these applications are pulling in the sources. You don't know how they're streaming the sources to you. You don't know if an update's going to come down the line, and all of a sudden you could be flagged for potentially watching something that shouldn't be watching, and it's being streamed to you in a way it shouldn't be streamed, and you don't know who's going to be in control of that application tomorrow. Because I will tell you, one of the videos that I had the most fun doing was a conspiracy theory video on Showbox. I had the most fun out of all the videos that I've ever made on YouTube. It probably didn't get any views. I don't care. And I put a whole timeline on when I said that Ace took over Showbox. And there was still updates coming up after that fact. Right? So it's so crazy to think about where this world is going in regards to streaming and the idea of just playing ignorant to it. And that's why we really do these videos, right? When we talk about things like Superbox or Monster Box or Showbox or whatever we're talking about, it's really just to shine some light on the ignorances that we see that goes on around us, right? We don't wish that Showbox shuts down. We don't wish that Monster Box shuts down. But the idea of them going around to every single YouTuber and giving them 50 boxes and blowing up all this marketing stuff is really shining a light on something that shouldn't be there, right? I will tell you, I've never once accepted a box from any of those companies because of how fishy the emails came through. They literally put a picture of Curiosity Cafe, and I'll call it out. I don't give a shit. And he was like, how he's making, like, I think the quote was like $12,500 off of affiliate sales a month or some shit like that.
That was off of one video.
And he's made more than one. And I'm not throwing shots at Superbox, Monster Box, any of these boxes, or Curiosity Cafe. I'm just saying when it comes to streaming, people need to be a little bit more mindful of how we shine the light on these gray area things, because gray area today is not so gray area tomorrow.
And that's interesting that you bring that up, because people think like, oh, you guys are making thousands of dollars doing this. I received this email, and you know what? I'm actually curious if I actually have that email. If I do, I'm going to show it here, because it has a picture of Curiosity Cafe. And the first thing Superbox says is, hey, one of your fellow YouTubers has made 20,000, 30,000, 40. The last thing that I got was like, he made 80,000 within the last 3 months based off of commissions. I'm like, what? Wait a minute. So you guys paid him 80 grand within 3 months. That's what I'm saying. When you guys listen and you guys see these videos and they go viral and they go crazy in a very, very short period of time, most of us, we do our videos organically, throw it out there, and what happens, happens. Sometimes, especially like Curiosity Cafe, and I hate, again, to keep bringing him up because we did bring him up a couple times on an episode before, but it was like, you're not into the whole streaming stuff. You did a video, you get a grip ton of views, all of a sudden you change gears, you call yourself more tech savvier than thou, even though 90% of your videos, I'm like, what? Like, most of my subscribers, actually most of your subscribers, post comments saying like, dude, what the freak are you talking about, dude? It's and it, you know what? It's all about helping each other out. That's the one thing that a lot of us do. We've had a lot of other YouTubers saying, hey, Next Level, Rojas, you guys sometimes get a little bit too techie. You need to dumb it down.
Yeah.
And it's just like, no, dude, you're dumbing it down already. We don't need two more dum-dums to keep dumbing it. We'll just try to educate people. I don't know. I know Next Level doesn't like this sentence. I don't know if we're trying to educate them to the next level. But
push the button.
Trying to help.
Push the damn button.
Where is it? Hold on.
The next level.
But the thing is, we're trying to help. We're trying to like all those people, all those YouTubers, and again, not bashing them on when they keep it simple. We learn from them and they learn from us. Shoot, we have private chats with these guys. We're in groups behind the scenes that we talk about this stuff and we brainstorm, we shoot the shit. We literally talk shop sometimes and dissect things together. It's pretty freaking cool how we do it. But sometimes when all of us start bringing all this information, like TDUK does this video and everybody starts taking shots on him saying like, this is stupid. This is old news. And it's just like, dude, if you don't want the information, why are you there? Why you click on it? You know, it's like, it's there if you need it. And you know what? You know what's funny? they're going to come back and be like, oh, what was that code again? Yeah. Okay, Karen.
How many how to stop buffering videos have you guys seen in the last year? Like, that's a prime example, right? And the thing is, yes, it's cool. Okay, you may have seen how to stop buffering once or twice. Maybe the video is exactly the same that you've seen in the past. The difference lies in we as content creators have to continuously fight the algorithm. We have to continuously fight to stay relevant on this platform, right? And if we could make a crazy dope ass video, could be done a year ago, 6 months ago, but because the YouTube algorithm is as stingy as it is, the people that actually need to see it don't. So we have to continuously put out content so that people that need it can find it.
Mm-hmm. Now check this out. Superbox TV review. This was December 2019. This is one of the most recent ones. They said, hey, I'm Will I am, whatever, and from Superbox. And they're trying to get me the Superbox S1. I'm like, dude, give me the S2. They talk about Blue TV and Blue VOD. The biggest things that you can get in trouble. Access to latest movies, pay-per-views, like they like spit it out what you have. And the first thing I asked, look at this, the very first email, December 26th at 2:37 a.m. and me, December 26th at 7:09 a.m. Same day. Hello, I was looking through the website and it looks like you are running Android 6. Why is it so outdated? Do you have anything with the latest Android? And then they're just like, oh, well, actually, we just updated it to 7. We didn't post anything on the website yet. But I'm like, most devices run 9. And he says, yes, to be honest, blah, blah, blah. We pretty much just have these 2 apps that you could get everything free on. And actually, you know, I'm not even going to touch about those 2 apps there. But this was the latest conversation that I had with these guys. This was the latest convo. And when they were saying this is the new, I'm just like, why is this thing so outdated, dude? 2019, you're running Android 6 and you just put Android 7? It's just like, dude, why? And they didn't really give me an answer as to why. They really didn't. So I'm kind of like, well, what's up?
I we can go back and forth on that too, right? Like, technically the Fire Stick 4K is still running Android 7.
Yeah.
Even the updates that you still get, right? But the whole thing is be able to have those conversations, right? So they're not even running a licensed version of Android. And there's a lot of unlicensed versions of devices that are now coming with Android 11 or Android 10 or whatever it is, right? So, I mean, at the end of the day, the Android version is one of the least things that I'm really curious about when it comes to setting up TV boxes in my cafe.
Here's another email, man, from Superbox March of last year.
Okay, yeah, that's a more newer one.
And they're telling me, yeah, it's $300. She gave me her Instagram and Facebook. I'm trying to find the one where they have something about Curiosity Cafe, because I'm just like, whoa, he made how much money? And you're exposing this?
Right? Does he know that you're plastering his face all over the place?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'm going to be on this thing. I have literally... got a lot of emails about the Superbox. I have a lot of videos about this Superbox thing. Yeah, that was and you know what? You don't have to take my word for it. You could hit up other YouTubers out there that have done their review on this. It's, yeah.
I have an email that I got from them in February, and one of the points, they listed the top 10 reasons to pick their device. And under point number 10 Oh, I guess they listed 12. Sorry, my bad. But under point 10, it says easy to operate. My grandma can use it.
Really, Riri. So just be careful, guys. We're not trying to get you guys in trouble. They've had a box before that has been shut down, and like Next Level just saying, with certain apps, people were getting direct subpoenas. We've even heard this, and I'm pretty sure everybody has heard about this. When people were downloading Napster, people were getting their stuff shut down. When people were downloading torrent movies or TV shows, your Internet Explorer was shutting you down. You know, your Internet Explorer, your ISP, your internet service provider. There you go. Your internet service provider was shutting down your internet and sending you a letter or an email. Don't do that. And we've heard these stories. Actually, hey, you know what? If you even don't want to take my word for it because you believe in the curiosities of the cafes, he did a video just recently saying that 3 subscribers emailed him saying, hey, I got these letters, and one of them might even be a lawsuit. I don't know if I would email somebody and saying, hey, I got a lawsuit. You want a copy of it? You know what I mean? Especially somebody I don't know. Hey, you recommended me this thing and I'm getting a lot. You know what I would do? I'd be like, hey, that guy, that curiosity guy, you know what he said? So here's something big that I'm pretty sure you've heard about. I know you've been out of the loop a little bit, but something that I did want to share. Netflix has banned every VPN out there. They are now on a witch hunt. And they are going to block and ban every VPN possible. And if you don't believe me, again, you guys could just do your research. Here's another article. Netflix intensifies VPN bans and targets residential's IP addresses too. You guys don't understand. And you know what? We're not telling you to buy a VPN to protect yourself on this stuff. We're not telling you to get a stream locator to protect yourself. We're not telling you crap. You guys could just do your damn research. Look at this. This is real shit that's happening today. Look, August 2021. 6 years ago, Netflix started blocking customers who tried to access its service over a commercial VPN or proxy. And then here's the thing. I did a live show just recently, and I talked about the truths about what a VPN can do and cannot do. And the biggest thing is, can your ISP see what you're doing or not? And a lot of people were just like, dude, this is so true. Your internet service provider, they might not see exactly where you're at, but they know you're using a VPN. Mm-hmm. And think about this. For me, this is what gets me. When people say, oh, I was downloading a torrent that's 60 gigs, what do you think your ISP is going to think when they see 60 gigs being transferred?
The most obvious, I think, giveaway for an ISP to see if people are using a VPN, to be honest, is if they have several people on the same ISP using the same IP address, right? Because VPNs are a shared IP address, right? Mm-hmm. You're going to be connecting to, certain spots that have the same IP address. And if other people are connecting to the same spot, then they have the same IP address, right? And it's masking your IP address with the shared IP address. That's typically how it works in a very basic form, right? So if the ISP now is, or even Netflix says, okay, we have 5 people using our subscription with the same IP address that's shared, obviously that's a VPN service. So now we're going to ban that.
Yep. So this isn't scare tactics, guys. This is exactly what's happening right now. And we're not telling you guys use our links or use any of our stuff. You know what? We can give a shit if you guys go to anybody else. Don't use our stuff. We don't care. But this is the stuff that you guys need to know. They always say like, oh, the United States, streaming is legal. Everything, we could stream whatever the hell we want. No, you can't. If it was legal, why isn't Netflix free?
Why wouldn't YouTube let us make videos on it?
Why doesn't YouTube make us videos on? Yeah, exactly.
Bypassing payments. What do they call it?
Bypassing digital payments to access copywritten content. And it's not just movies and TV shows. It could be music. It could be video games. It could be software like Windows.
Books. I had a subscriber email me. Oh, my daughter got downloaded a book, and I got a letter.
A book.
A
freaking book.
They threw the book at her.
like again, this isn't scare tactics. This is stuff that's actually happening, and it's starting to ramp up even more. It's going to get worse and worse and worse. And people say like, "Oh, all you YouTubers need to get off of YouTube." Do you really think Ace has time? Let me go on YouTube and see who's doing the free stuff. No. Hells no. It's so stupid easy for them to find out who's doing what they shouldn't be doing. And the thing is, they're subcontracting your internet service provider. They're just like, think about this. This is what Ace is doing. They're telling all the internet service providers, anybody with a VPN, we need to know. We need to know who is on this VPN stuff. You know what? Everybody who's not on a VPN, but they're torrenting, give us a list of that automatically. If they're on a VPN, we want to know that list, and we want to know the amount of data that's coming in and out. What are they doing when it's going back and forth like this? And sometimes they are not able to see what you're seeing, but they could see the amount of what you're doing and timestamps, and they could actually see the IP address that you're using. And this is confirmed by ISPs and by VPNs. There's this thing that people say, no traffic log. The one thing that I know I'm pretty sure you missed this next level when I was talking about this, but when I was doing my research on when they track your log, if you open up Google and you type it in and you're connected to a VPN, the VPN needs to know where you want that information to go to. So when you hit enter, guess what? That is logged because they need to know where you're going so they could bring it right back to your window to display. They need to know what you're doing so they could bring you that information back. Now, the second that you log out and you're done and you close everything down, then it says no logs, right? No history logs. They never talked about a third party tracking anything. And
your local cache, right?
Your cache. Oh man, dude, bingo. Your local cache, your local history, your local stuff that you store within your computer, your phone, it's there. It's still sitting there. If you like it or not, unless you go on in there and delete it and then purge and then optimize and do all kinds of crap. And dude, that information's there. Some crazy shit.
But at the end of the day, if you look at things like, what was it, iPlayer, Peacock TV, that kind of stuff, they were actively banning VPN servers already, right? And a lot of people who use these services, there's ways of whitelisting applications so that those applications don't use your VPN, right? There's a time and a place to use everything. For instance, I tell a lot of people I use a VPN because the VPN blocks ads for me. And that's pretty important. When you're dealing with some of these streaming applications and the pop-ups and the advertisements, they get annoying. So yeah, I use my VPN to block ads. And I ain't going to lie. Like that's what I use a majority for. But it does give me an extra layer of protection as well. So
cybersecurity.
Yeah.
Cybersecurity is a big one right now.
Yeah.
Everybody's being hacked left and right. There is pros and cons to a VPN, there is. Just be smart on what you're doing and do your research. You don't have to listen to us. Just do your research.
It's like anything I buy, right? Everyone's going to tell me, oh, this is good at this. This is good at this. This is good at this. But then if it's something I'm buying from Amazon, what am I going to do? Go check the reviews, check the feature list. We all do our research before we buy something. You don't just buy something blindly and be like, oh, I'm going to buy this, right?
And I also don't buy anything just because I listen to one or two reviews.
Yeah, man.
I do some research. If I'm going to go buy something, shoot.
Look, that Fold 3 dropped, the Samsung Fold 3. How many mixed reviews did you see on YouTube?
A lot.
Right? They were all extremely either this is a great device or extremely this is a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Prime example.
Yep. Just do your research, guys. I know everybody has their opinion. At the end of the day, it's what are you comfortable with? What are you willing to give up? I'll leave it at that. Last topic. I know next level. This is another what the hell happened. This has to be like a clip, man. This has to be a clip. Sweden was forced to return 1 million to a drug dealer.
1 million?
Bitcoin.
1.1 million Bitcoin?
1.5 million in Bitcoin to the drug dealer. A Swedish drug dealer's Bitcoin got 1.5 million more valuable while he was in prison. Now the government has to turn it over to him. Dude, I read this article and I'm just like, this is nuts, man.
Well, hold on. Wouldn't that be proceeds from crime, though?
I don't know. Okay, let me just read this to you. So the Swedish government is being obligated to return roughly 1.5 million worth of Bitcoin to a drug dealer after the value of the digital asset pretty much went nuts. While he was on custody. 2 years ago, the Swedish Enforcement Authority seized 36 Bitcoins from the drug dealer. The coins were worth around 136,000. And they were about $3,700 at that point. At that time, the prosecutor successfully argued in the court that the drug dealer should be stripped off of his illegal earned Bitcoin. However, used the monetary equivalent to make his case at that time, not anticipating the pace at which Bitcoin's value would grow. So as of August of this year, Bitcoin was trading about 48 grand, almost 49 grand. About 1.5 million. When the dealer was released, the authorities were going to auction all. He had 36 coins.
How do you auction Bitcoin off? What kind of bull? These people are just fucking hip firing. They don't know what the fuck they're
no
talking
idea.
About.
They were going to auction this, but their arguments during their prosecution meant that the state had only seized 3 coins worth at that point. Based on the prosecution, the government had to return 33 Bitcoin back.
What the hell? That's a whole lot of effery.
Dude.
One,
that didn't make your brain hurt.
Sounds like it proceeds from criminal activity. 2, on what conditions was he released on? Was he freed of all charges? Because if he was freed of all charges, then it's not proceeds from crime. And then, 3, how were they even planning on auctioning? What? Oh my God.
I guess there is no, okay, according to this, the prosecutor added that this case was the first in its country's legal history that involved cryptocurrency seizure, and therefore had no legal precedent set previous decisions. So when they're setting his thing, they only set to take away 3 Bitcoins. So they have to give him 33 back. It's kind of like you get arrested, you go to jail, they take everything from your pockets, right? You get thrown in, you get out. When you get out, everything that you had within your body They give you your box with your clothes, your phone, your wallet, whatever you had. Oh, here's your 33 Bitcoin, by the way.
Look, they only found the wallet keys for one of his wallets that held 3 Bitcoin. And they were trying to get the other wallet keys. This is what I'm saying. And they couldn't get it from him. So they let him walk. They're like, all right, yo, you walk, and then we'll catch up with you when you got 40 Bitcoins. And then we'll really F you up.
Cash me outside. How about that?
Cash me outside. Yeah. They're like, you keep walking, you get over there. As soon as we see you move that Bitcoin, we're coming for you.
Dude. And you know, typically you say hide your money in a Swedish account. Well, he can't even do that.
Well, I mean, the Bitcoin is not technically in a Swedish account. It's decentralized.
Well, that's what I'm saying. No, the people say usually hide your money in a Swedish account, you know, transfer from bank to bank. He can't even do that. He's got to go to the Cayman Islands and find something out there.
He needs a cold wallet. Yo, if you're doing what he's doing, you need a cold wallet. That's what you need. I have 3 here.
Hey, how about you give me about 100,000 and we call it even?
Yeah, we'll put it in the cold wallet, yo. Right off the blockchain, not even on the blockchain.
There you go. Yeah, I wanted to share it because that was like a big what the hell, dude. This guy gets arrested and they're like, oh, here's the rest of your money. We're sorry.
It's ridiculous.
Silly.
It's like we talked about in the past about an employer paying somebody in cryptocurrency and then wanting it back because it went too high in value.
Yeah. Sorry. My bad. Your case was actually about $3,000, but yeah, the value went up. So now we owe you 1.6 million.
Stupid shit.
Oh man. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode, this what the hell episode. We're going to be having some more stuff. There's a couple things that we did miss this last month because just so many things were happening. And we're gonna bring a couple things out. So yeah, make sure you guys do listen to our previous episodes. Again, we did don't buy the Superbox or Dragon Box. We had Elite TV on here. We talked about FileLink shutting down by Ace. Firestick users getting copyright violations. The drama continues. Is just some crazy crap that's happening out there. And, you know, we try to give you guys the information on what we're finding online. We don't make this shit up. This is there. The other thing is, I wanted to ask the subscribers, what do you guys think of this? And I know this is like towards the end, so hopefully the majority of you guys are watching this, but what do you think? Should we do reactions on videos that we see? Let us know. Anything you guys say next level before you fall asleep?
Yo, I'm crashing hard, bro. Like I'm crashing so hard right now. Anyways. Like I always say, guys, thank you guys for all your support. I know it's been a hectic month. We've kind of been a little bit all over the place, but we've still been dropping content for you guys. So thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for your thumbs up, your likes, your subscribes, your follows. Make sure that if you guys are following us on the audio side to leave those reviews. Your reviews go a long way of helping other people like yourself find the content that you enjoy as well. So, you know, if you're trying to really help us out by building the podcast, then just leaving a couple words. Tell us why you love us. Tell us why you hate us. Tell us why you want to buy me lunch. I don't know. Tell me something. I don't care what it is.
Tell me something good.
Right? Just continue to do that. Make sure you share it with your friends and your family. And as always, we have our weekly live shows, typically at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursdays. So we hope to see you guys there to be a part of the conversation as well.
Orale. Yeah, and then the comments that you guys put out there, you know, Pixie, Katarina, Malkoff, I can't even say that. Tony Steele, Superbox TV, Monster. I know you deleted your comment, but hey, you guys are welcome. John Johnson, Jasmine, Eden Mehmedovic. Yeah, we love you guys. You know, your opinion is good. If you guys love it, you guys love it. There's a lot of people out there that think it's no bueno. Everybody's opinion to each their own. We would love to get Superbox. We extended the invitation. I actually emailed these fools so to see if they wanted to come on here and talk to us. Yeah, it'll be good to get some feedback from you guys. We've had people in the past that we've interviewed and we've talked to, and some big companies have come onto the show. So it'll be great to have you guys. And also, if you guys want to promote, it's a good exposure, but we want the truth. All right, man. Make sure you guys do drop us a message. Like you said, drop us a review, hit that thumbs up. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We appreciate you guys. We are growing and growing. We're getting to that 2K mark pretty quick. Yeah. And any kind of topic that you guys want us to talk about, drop it below. And with all that being said, we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Peace out, everybody. Take care.